guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a great week. So here I am today as a devil. I'm doing another Halloween tutorial for you guys. You can count on me for Halloween ideas because I am uploading a video all the way up until the end of October, and yeah, I just love Halloween. Why can't Halloween be all year round? I like this look. It is like glam but scary but creepy but artsy but cool but like Egyptian. I don't know. It's kind of everything. At first when I started this look, I'm like, okay, this isn't going down well. This is probably gonna look really bad. But I finished it and I really like it. Well, I actually quite love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. By the way, for this look, I was inspired by Gabrielle Alexis on Instagram. So if you haven't followed her already, oh my gosh, like, please do. She is so, so talented. I took the elements of like the gold going through the eyes and like the gold and the lips and the gold features like from her look that she done. I'm so excited for Halloween. We will be definitely going out. I'm so glad we are in level 1 now here in New Zealand, which means that we are pretty much back to normal after this whole like coronavirus situation. Auckland is still in level 2, so they still have a little bit more precautions like social distancing and limited amounts of people at gatherings. I think it's like 100. The rest of the country is in level 1, so I'm like, oh my gosh, please stay this way so we can go out on Halloween. Me and my best friends are planning to go out together, so probably 3 or 4 of us, and I'm doing all of our makeup, so oh my gosh, it's gonna take like all day. And I've already had a few people message me on Instagram asking me if I'm available to do Halloween makeup, and I've had to turn a few people down already, and it's not even October yet and I'm starting to get asked. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do people because yeah, that would be so cool, but I only have enough time to do me and my friends for Halloween. If you like this look, then please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave me any more Halloween recommendations down below. Anything you want me to film, something you want me to recreate, I will try and do that for you guys. I do get back to everyone, so I'd love it if you leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it would mean so, so much to me. If you want to know how to get this Halloween devil look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so here is my bare face. And I'm taking the Morphe and James Charles Unleash Your Inner Artist palette in this red color. This is my favorite palette because it has so many colors in it and they are super pigmented, and if you're working with eyeshadows and not cream paints, you want something that's super pigmented. So I'm just taking a paddle brush from New by Nature and I'm just putting it all over my face, all over my neck, and all over my chest and shoulders. And I'm also double layering this, so it's just really red and pigmented. I did go over this like 3 times, so it does take a little bit longer than cream paints. Now I'm taking black eyeshadow and I'm going to blend this all around the forehead, the cheekbones, down my nose, and like the collarbones and stuff. The reason why I'm using eyeshadow is because I'm still not experienced with cream paint, apart from white base cream paint for all my latest looks that I have been doing with like a white face. That's what I use, but when it comes to like red and like other colors, I'm not that experienced, and obviously like it's easy to set white paint with a white powder, and yeah, so I'm not experienced and I didn't want to ruin it, and I find that it is easier to blend eyeshadows into one another when you just use eyeshadows. So I'm just popping up my collarbone and kind of going in those crevices to add definition and just kind of to map out where my actual collarbone is. Now I'm taking the Kryolan Supra color makeup palette and some black. I ended up using cream paint in the end anyway because the eyeshadow wasn't pigmented enough, so I just took it on the tiniest beauty blender ever and just darkened up that line. I'm glad I did eyeshadow first though, because it was kind of a good guideline to where I was going to go, but as you can see here, it's like so much darker and more pigmented using paints, and these paints were pretty easy to blend in. So now I'm taking an eyeshadow brush and I'm just blending black out, mostly in the inner corner and the outer corner, all the way up to my eyebrow and underneath the lash line. And now I'm taking the Mirror Makeup Paradise AQ8 color palette and this black paint. These are water activated paints, by the way, so they are super pigmented. These are my favorite things to work with now. I barely work with eyeshadows. I always work with water activated paints, and I really need to get some more paint palettes. And I also took that gold cream paint and put it in the inner corner and also put it in the center of my lips. And I'm so glad I did because I think it looked super cool because I wasn't going to do the gold. So now I'm taking the Thin Lizzy Duo Eye Pencil and I'm just lining the waterline with this. So it's all dark. And then I'm using the Rimmel Ink Me Body Liner, Iron Body Liner. This is the first time using this. There wasn't that much in the tube, but I'm so glad I had this because I was worried that I wouldn't have anything that was like gold and in a liquid form to do this look. I do have cream paint, but obviously it's not like pigmented enough to put in like lines, if you know what I mean. So I took some of that cream paint on my finger and I put it on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, on the cheekbones, on the collarbones, and on the forehead. And I really like the way this ended up looking. I'm so glad I did gold. I did these like rib looking marks on my chest and outlined them with gold as well. I thought that was a nice added touch to make it look a little bit more creepy. Now the best part is adding on the tears. So I'm just using that water activated paint and a brush from Warehouse Stationery. You just want a really nice soft flexible brush and a small brush. It always works best. I also use that paint to line the upper lash line like eyeliner. Like I don't even use eyeliner much anymore. I just use these paints. And then I go down the neck with lines and I also take the gold and put lines down. This look is actually like pretty easy to achieve. You don't actually have to have much skills to do this kind of look. I did little blood coming from the nose and now I'm taking some horns. These are prosthetics from bodyeffects.co.nz. So I'm painting them white and I'm taking this Pros Aid adhesive and I'm putting this on the edges of the horn. And this is like the second time using prosthetics, but I actually don't find it that hard. So while that was drying on the horns, I'm just taking some hairspray, spraying my hair back and combing my hair back to this like evil demon looking style. I always associate this hairstyle with evil, but I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'm pushing the horns in place. It didn't take that much to stick them on, which was great. And then I outline them a little bit with some adhesive, make sure it's all stuck down. And while they're drying, I'm taking the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Mascara and then also some false eyelashes, which made them look way better. Now I'm painting the horns, so I'm taking that black water activated paint and painting the bottom. There was kind of like a groove, like a 3D effect of where to put the black or the darker color, and then I painted up from there red and then I blended that into gold. So I did like ombre horns where I just changed colors and then I blended like black and red through them and just made sure they all blended and looked realistic. And the last step was to paint my hair so it didn't look like it was just starting from nothing. And I'm glad my regrowth was pretty dark, so it helped it to blend. Now I'm taking some contact lenses. These are from bodyeffects.co.nz in White Witch. These are one of my favorite, and here they go. Bam. So much better with contacts. Okay, so here is the finished Halloween makeup tutorial. If you do end up recreating this look, then please tag me on Instagram. Tag me on your stories, tag me in your posts in the caption as well as the photo, because if you just tag me in the caption, then sometimes I can't ever see it because that just comes up in the notifications and I get so many notifications, so sadly I do miss the post where people just tag me in the caption. But if you tag me in the actual photo, then I can see it. Yay, I can't wait to see your Halloween recreations this year. I feel so blessed when you guys get inspired by my looks and when you reshare my looks. It just means the world to me, and I know that you guys are enjoying my tutorials and finding them useful, and it makes me appreciate, you know, why I do tutorials in the first place. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys can rely on me for your Halloween ideas because I'm doing Halloween videos all the way up until the end of October, and I started a month early. Yes, I did. Of course I did. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye.